The following is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Hey, good morning, sports fans, and good morning, Missouri. Happy May Day here on the first day of the month of May, one of my favorite months of the year. My name is Guy Newcomb, the scoreboard guy, coming to you from the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Baseball's in full swing, although what we are going to do with our Missouri professional teams, I don't know. The Royals sitting at 7-22, the second worst record in the American League, just ahead of the Oakland/Las Vegas A's, who are 6-23. And of their top tier 10 hitters, all right, 222 or lower. 5 of those are below 189. Bobby Witt Jr. is the best young prospect since Salvi Perez. He's hitting 222 in 30 games into the season, while Edward Olivares leads the team at 289. The Royals have an off day today, and they host the Orioles Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday before welcoming the A's over the weekend. The Cardinals, with the second worst record in the National League, at 10-19, just outpacing the Rockies, who are 9-20, and going 2-9 on the road trip. They return home on Tuesday to face the traveling circus known as the Los Angeles Angels, with two of the best players in the game, and Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout. But May also brings the beginning of the Triple Crown with the Kentucky Derby, and maybe no bigger fan of the Kentucky Derby than St. Louis Cardinal legend Mike Shannon. Got to sit alongside Mike Shannon for 50 years, although literally only did that a couple of times, but I look so forward to opening my window and putting my head on my pillow and listening to Get Up, Baby, Get Up. Thomas Michael Shannon was born July 15, 1939, and raised in St. Louis at 7045 Winona Avenue, the second oldest of 6 children. Shannon attended grade school at Epiphany of Our Lord Catholic School and graduated from CBC High School in 1957. He was the Missouri High School Player of the Year in both football and basketball his senior year, and to this day remains the only athlete to win both awards in the same year. Mike Shannon attended University of Missouri before leaving in 1958 to begin his professional baseball career after signing with the general manager of the St. Louis Cardinals, Bing Devine. Shannon, who believed himself to be a better football player, has said that if football players were paid better during his era, he probably would have stayed in Missouri and sought a professional football career. His former coach, Frank Broyles, said that had he stayed at Mizzou, he probably would have won the Heisman Trophy. Mike Shannon began his big league career with the St. Louis Cardinals in 1962, and in 1964 he became the team's regular right fielder, shifting to third base in 1967 to make room for Roger Maris. Shannon played in 3 World Series for the Cardinals. He hit a game-tying 2-run home run off Whitey Ford in Game 1 of the 1964 World Series against the Yankees, which the Cardinals won 9-5. In 1966, Shannon batted .288 with 137 games with 16 home runs and 64 RBIs. He was named NL Player of the Month in July. He hit .395 with 7 home runs and 23 RBIs in that month. For 1968, he batted .266 on 156 games with 15 home runs and 79 RBIs. Such stats were good enough to earn him 7th place in MVP voting behind teammates Bob Gibson, Curt Flood, and Lou Brock, as well as Giants William McCovey and Juan Marichal, and Pete Rose of the Reds. Game 3 of the 1967 World Series against the Boston Red Sox, Shannon hit a home run off of Gary Bell in Game 7 of the World Series. Shannon also hit the last home run in the original Busch Stadium, Sportsman's Park. And in 1966, he hit the first home run in the new Busch Stadium, Busch Memorial Stadium. In 1970, he contracted nephritis, a kidney disease, which ended his playing career. Shannon joined the Cardinals promotional staff in 1971. He later moved to the team's radio booth. For almost 3 decades, Mike Shannon was paired with Hall of Fame announcer Jack Buck on KMOX and the Cardinals radio network. After Buck's death in 2002, Shannon became the team's lead radio voice, teaming up with Joel Myers, Wayne Hagan, and then John Rooney for his last 15 years in the booth. In 2006, he moved to KTRS 550, which had won the broadcasting rights for the Cardinals and ownership of the station. For the 2011 season, KMOX regained its rights for the Cardinals broadcasting, and Shannon returned to his former employer. Shannon received a local Emmy Award for his work on Cardinal broadcasts in 1985 and was inducted into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame in 1999. He was named Missouri Sportscaster of the Year in 2002 and 2003. On Friday nights after Cardinals games, Shannon traditionally hosted a sports chat show from the Cardinals' home radio booth. Shannon's signature home run call is, "Here's a long one to left center right. Get up, baby. Get up. Oh, yeah." During the 1980s, Shannon worked as backup analyst behind Joe Garagiola and Tony Kubek on NBC's Game of the Week telecast, typically working with play-by-play man Jay Randolph. Counting his tenure in the minor leagues, Mike Shannon spent 64 years, nearly his entire adult life, with the Cardinals in some capacity. He also called Cardinal games longer than anyone except Jack Buck. On August 8, 2014, Mike Shannon was inducted into the St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Fame. On January 14, 2021, Shannon announced that the 2021 season, his 50th in the broadcast booth, would be his last. October 3rd, 2021, the Cardinals honored Shannon in a farewell ceremony. Shannon contracted COVID-19 in October of 2020, spending 15 days in the hospital and being placed in a medically induced coma. He recovered, but dealt with long COVID in the aftermath. Shannon died in St. Louis Saturday, April 29th, at the age of 83. Mike Shannon, Missouri sports legend. In other sad news, Missouri sports lost another legend connected to the Show Me State. From the AP of Savannah, Georgia, Larry Gady Rivers. Larry the Gator Rivers, who helped integrate high school basketball in Georgia before playing for the Harlem Globetrotters and becoming county commissioner in his native Savannah, died Saturday at the age of 73. Rivers died from cancer. Said Rivers died at the hospital in Savannah. Rivers was a sophomore on the all-Black Beach High School team that won the first Georgia high school basketball tournament that included black and white players back in 1967. He blossomed into an all-state player, graduating from Savannah High School in 1969, going on to be a small college All-American at Moberly Junior College in Moberly, Missouri. An all-conference guard is what is now Missouri Western State University in St. Joseph's. He went on to play and coach for 16 years with the Harlem Globetrotters, reuniting for a time with his high school coach, Russell Ellington. Rivers once told WTOC-TV that during his tryout for the Globetrotters, team legend Marcus Haynes led Rivers into a closet, storing tables and folding chairs, handed Rivers a basketball and said, "Let's see you dribble in here." So Rivers said, "I was dribbling around chairs, under tables, doing anything I could to impress him." Rivers came home to Savannah and got involved in the community, volunteering in schools, promoting and rebuilding of neighborhood basketball courts, and opening a nonprofit youth mentorship organization, Gator Ball Academy, to teach basketball. Rivers ran for county commission in 2020 as a Republican and was elected without opposition after the Democrat nominee was disqualified over a previous felony conviction. That was a big part of him, giving to the children that's behind him. Ellis said, like he said, somebody gave it to me, so it's my job and responsibility to give it back. And that's going to be missed a whole lot. Page 2 after this.
believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
Enjoy a fresh start to your meal at Pizza Ranch, where the salad bar is always included with your buffet. Every day you'll find garden fresh greens, colorful veggies, and sides for every appetite. It's the most refreshing way to balance out a meal while leaving plenty of room for your other buffet favorites. Convenient, fast, and fresh. It's the Pizza Ranch Salad Bar. Mmm.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a time like this, in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's a lot better now.
It was like a huge weight lifted.
At the belt. Checks. Brummer's stealing home. He is safe, and the Cardinals win. Brummer stole home. The dugout comes out, and they congratulate him. You wouldn't.
Hey, that was one of my favorite clips from the legend, Mike Shannon. Certainly glad you've tuned in here, and we're coming to you live from the Pizza Ranch studio, brought to you by Pizza Ranch. Pizza Ranch join us today at 11:30 for our leadoff club. It'll be the second to last leadoff club. And next week will be the awards ceremony at Pizza Ranch. Also brought to you by the cottages at Fairhaven Cove. And you can see all the sponsors behind us here in our newly renovated $100,000 studio here at the Missouri Sports Network. I'm Guy Newcomb here as we head to page 2. Missouri State University ran its Missouri Valley Conference win streak to 12 games Sunday afternoon with a 9-6 victory over visiting Valparaiso at Hammonds Field to complete the Bears' 4th consecutive series sweep. Jake Ettigan, who is now 4-0, struck out 6 and allowed 2 hits in his 6 innings, while Nick Rodriguez, Spencer Nivens, and Zach Stewart each drove in 2 runs for the Bears. Ferguson got the final out of the game for his 4th save after Valparaiso fought back from a 9-2 deficit to send the go-ahead run to the plate. The Beacons are now 16-19, 7-11 in the Missouri Valley Conference, scored on a 2-out walk and a double in the first, and the Bears answered back with a 5-run second, including 4 runs with 2 outs. Cody Kelly led off the big inning with the double and scored on Cam Craddock's single. Izzy Lopez doubled with 2 outs as part of his 2-for-4 game to set up a 2-run single by Rodriguez and a 2-run home run by Nivens. 450-foot blast for his 12th home run of the season and a 5-1 lead. Missouri State had another 2-out rally in the 4th with Nivens single and Mason Hull walk plus steals by both players to set up Stewart's 2-run singles for his 49th and 50th RBIs of the season. Stewart now joins Ryan Howard, who had 66 RBIs in 1999, Jason Hart with 52 in 1996, Matt Brewer with 52 in 1989 as the only true freshman in school history with 50 RBIs. Tad Gollert drove in Hull with a 2-out single in the 6th, an 8-1 lead, and Hull reached safely 4 times with 2 stolen bases and 2 runs in the contest. The teams exchanged solo homers in the 7th, Carter Bergman's 3rd of the season, making it 9-2 game. Then in the 9th, the Beacons pushed a run across and had the bases loaded down 9-5 when Ferguson entered, walked 1 runner, and struck out the next to secure the victory. The Bears stole a season-high 5 bases in their 7th consecutive win overall. They're 14-1 in April if you take out MU and KU. Missouri State plays Omaha on Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. in a neutral site game at the Urban Youth Academy in Kansas City, Missouri. Meanwhile, in Quincy, Illinois, Drury fell to 8th-ranked Quincy in the final game of a 4-game series as the Hawks kept their offense rolling. 16-6 win over the Panthers in 8 innings. The win gave the Hawks the sweep in a 4-game set and lifted their record to 36-9, 23-5 in the Great Lakes Valley Conference. Drury falls to 27-23 and 17-5 in the GLVC. The weekend series ended the regular season for Drury's. The Panthers will now wait through the final weekend of league play to determine if they remain in the top 8 to reach the GLVC tournament. Drury enters the final weekend in 6th place in the conference standings. The Panthers have a 1-game lead in the loss column over Indianapolis, Missouri S&T, and Missouri St. Louis, and they are 1 back in the loss column of William Jewell. Meanwhile, the BBC Patriots sweep champion Christian College in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and have won 9 in a row to finish their regular season at 39-16. They now prepare for the NCCAA Division I regionals at Point Lookout, Missouri, hosted by the College of the Ozarks. Evangel Baseball, the Valor conclude their 2023 season taking on Baker Wildcats, looking to take a split in the final season and finish at 500. Evangel's bats came alive Saturday, leading to 20 combined runs and scored a strong outing from Valor pitching staff, leading to a 2-day sweep against Baker, an overall split with the Wildcats as they win 13-4 and 7-4. Evangel is now at 500, 25-25 on the season, and 10-22 in the conference. And we'll be back after these messages.
Step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. And find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Page 3, high school sports are now winding down with boys golf and tennis districts beginning at the end of the week. There will be some conference tournaments starting earlier this week. Today, the Big 8 and the Ozark Conference have golf tournaments, while the COC golf tournament is tomorrow. In tennis, the Ozark Conference tournament begins tomorrow, and the Big 8 and COC will decide their championships on Wednesday. In girls soccer, districts will begin at the end of next week, along with small class baseball districts, so keep that in mind as we head through the districts over the next couple of weeks. Coming up at noon today, the second to last leadoff club meeting at Pizza Ranch in the mall. Come join us there for local baseball coaches and high school and college coaches. Join us. Hope you have a wonderful day. And as always, the Missouri Sports Network, along with the Missouri State Highway Patrol, remind us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow.
At the belt. Checks. Brummer's stealing home. He is safe, and the Cardinals win. Brummer stole home. The dugout comes out, and they congratulate him. You wouldn't